you ended up purchasing the RTR upper grille for your 24 Mustang, then there's no reason to not purchase the lower grille to be able to match and pull off that RTR look for your front end. Today we're going to show you how to install this on your 24 Mustang. It's going to be a direct replacement with no modifications needed. First thing we need to do is pop off the radiator cover. Remove all the clips and you'll be able to do so. With the bumper cover visible, we can now remove the bolts holding on the bumper cover on the top. Afterwards, pop the clips off the end and remove the weather strip. Now at this point, you're going to want to remove the two 10mm bolts that connect the bumper to the fender. You can either remove the fender liner and access them from that area, or you can go in through the engine bay up here and access them from here. The next step is removing the 4 push clips here because they are connected to the bumper. After we remove that, we can pull the fender liner back and also disconnect the side marker lighting. Now we're going to remove all the hardware that connects the under tray to the body of the Mustang, and then after that we should be able to pull the bumper cover off. We can now remove the bumper cover. I will say, when you go to remove it from the bumper to fender, there is a Christmas tree clip in there that can be an absolute pain. Just yank on it a good bit and eventually it'll break free. When removing the bumper cover, to make sure to lift up on this top section here because there are some clips. And then after you get the bumper cover off, you will have a wiring harness to disconnect as well too. With the bumper cover on the table, we're able to access all of the grills. The first thing that we need to end up doing is remove the middle support here. The middle support is just held in by these clips here. You can either use like a flathead or a pry tool, push down on the clip, lift up on the support and pull it over. And you're just gonna do that all the way around. First thing I'm going to do is disconnect the wiring harness here. These are just held in by clips. Simply push them out. Now we're going to pop out all these clips here to remove the lower grille. You're going to push up on the painted part and pull the grille towards you. So I made a little bit of a mistake here. There's going to be 4 bolts on the lower section of the grille that you will have to remove to get it off as well. With the factory grille removed, we can now install the RTR lower grille. Slide it into place and push it in the clips. Once you have it in the clips, put your 4 bolts back in the lower part of the grille. I will say if you have a magnet or a little bit of grease to throw on your socket to hold the screws, it'll definitely make life a lot easier. If you have a problem with your lower grille seating in the clips, you can end up putting a blanket down, throw the bumper on its face, and then you can push down to be able to get those clips to seat properly. One of the really nice things about the RTR products is they have locations for all of the factory clips to go back in, so the wiring harness will sit just like OEM. Pick up your bumper cover and install it to your Mustang. Don't forget to plug in the wiring harness on the driver's side of it. Once you have the top of the bumper cover in place, you're going to want to go under the vehicle like Bill is right now and line up the air ducts. After that, then you can start getting the bumper connected to the fender. Once you got those air ducts lined up, connect the bumper into the fender. And then at this point, you can start reinstalling hardware. Before reinstalling the fender liner, connect the wiring harness to your side marker light in the bumper, and then simply put back in the push pins. Now at this point, we're going to put the factory under tray back in it, and you're going to want this front piece to be under the bumper. Once you get your factory under tray in, you can start putting in the factory hardware that you originally took out to get the tray out. Now that we have all the hardware done on the bottom side of the car and on the sides over here, it's time to put our bolts back in the top of the bumper cover. Once you have your bumper cover on and bolted down and you have your wiring ran, it's time to put the radiator cover back on. We're all wrapped up at the front end. We ended up installing the lower corner and upper RTR grille with those RTR signature lights. And besides that, we got our RTR chin splitter on here as well too. I will say we ended up installing all of these pieces while we had the bumper cover off. So if you end up purchasing all of these pieces, make sure to just do it all at once. It'll save you a lot of time in the end. Now we are going to have all of these products linked down below in our description if you want to purchase any of them. But it's time to drop a gear and disappear, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure to turn on those post notifications so you can see all of our future RTR videos.